you're sitting in a cross-legged position like myself, have one of the heels closer towards your groin if you can. Have something underneath your knees to support the hip if that feels achy. You could prop it up as high as you need, and then let the other foot come in front. Yes, and this is a very powerful position for meditation. If your body doesn't like that, that's okay. You can come up on the knees. But let's sit tall. Let's roll the shoulders up, down, and back. Good. And let your arms relax. Lift the crown of the head. Good. And allow your chin to slightly draw in so it's parallel to the floor. And I'd like to invite you to close your eyes and just allow yourself to tune in. We're bringing the telephone lines of the five senses that are normally turned outward. We're turning it in right now. Drawing that in by focusing on one thing, which is the breath. Gently observing the flow of the inhale and exhale. Just check in with yourself right now. How are you feeling physically today? Does your body feel light or does it feel heavy today? Are there some aches and pains that weren't there yesterday but showed up today? Remember that we are not a static being, we are fluid beings. And how we felt an hour ago, a day ago, a week ago, changes. That's nature. Nature is fluctuations. Notice how you feel mentally. And it's okay to feel sometimes not up or high on life. Again, there's fluctuations. We are like the ocean. Sometimes we are cresting high on a wave. Sometimes we feel really low. But they all serve a greater purpose. And the most important thing is to allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to experience all fluctuations of self. Do not suppress. Do not avoid. Do not define yourself by these fluctuations. Do not label them. Instead, I invite you to just move through it. Now with your mind's eye, the inner eyes, the eyes that turned inward, I'd like you to look down with your inner eyes to the very base of the spine, your tailbone, which is near the perineum, the base of the near the pelvic floor. And as you inhale, imagine your breath rising up the spine. Nice long breath. And as it rises, let your mind's eye follow this flow of your breath up. Imagine it going up each vertebrae, all the way up into the head towards your third eye. As you exhale, feel the downward movement. Feel the out breath moving back down from your third eye through the cervical spine, all the way down into your tailbone. Feel the flow of prana. Feel the life force. Without this life force, your heart cannot beat. Your lungs cannot expand and contract. Without this life force, there would be no life. So really see this life force moving through you as this sacred guest, as a sacred gift. Some call the breath even God, source, universe, whatever you like to label that. We know that we've been conditioned to believe that God is a man with a white beard sitting in a throne, casting judgment. And this is not so. God is all life. It's in every fiber, every cell, every molecule, every atom. So naturally, your breath is infused with this essence, this divine essence. So breathe in and let it illuminate you from the inside out. And when illumination happens from the inside, no disease can manifest. It elevates your mind, it expands your mind. Beautiful. Now I invite you to move into the 4-part breath. And we've been practicing the 4-part breath for some time now. We'll start by inhaling 5 counts. Use that visualization. When you hold your breath for 5 counts, strong gaze at your third eye with your inner eye. Slowly breathe out. Feel the downward movement. Visualize it moving down. 5 counts. Stay in that empty space for 5 counts. Move at your own pace. If you find 5 counts is too short or too long, you can either lengthen it or shorten it. For those who have already built up a great capacity to breathe in, move to 10 counts for in-breath, hold for 10 counts, exhale for 10, hold for 10. Really feel yourself anchoring into your meditation, starting to access the field of silence called shunya in yoga, shunya. And one more round of the 4-part equal breath. Once you've completed that last 4-part breath, breathing in through the nose normally, bringing your awareness fully to the third eye, that space between your eyebrows. Coming into Agya awakening. Agya means third eye or your sixth sense. I'd like you to bring your palms together and place the thumb against your third eye. Elbows are up. Good. Gaze strongly at that point where your thumbs are pointing into, pressing into, I should say. So Agya awakening is actually adding breath of fire. So we're trying to illuminate the third eye. And for those who've never done breath of fire or they find it very difficult, you can just stay with a really deep Vastrika breath, inhaling through the nose and out through your mouth. Deep inhale through the nose if you do not enjoy the breath of fire. So the breath of fire is breathe in through your nose and then forcefully breathe out through your nose and just focus on the exhale. Notice how the navel draws in towards the spine. Beautiful. Keep going. Keep going. Inhale through the nose. Now hold the breath. Pull the pelvic floor up, called Mula Bandha. Squeeze the pelvic floor, chin towards the throat, and hold that in breath. And breathe out, side out. Keep your hands where they are. I know your arms are probably burning. Inhale again through the nose, deep breath in. Mula Bandha, Jaladhara, so the the pelvic floor lock and your throat lock. Squeeze the pelvic floor, hold that in breath. Exhale. We'll do that one more time. Really deep breath in. Squeeze the pelvic floor, chin towards the throat. Hold that prana, circulate it through the body. And exhale, release your hands, relax them on towards your thighs and just notice. Notice the inner awakening of energy. Enlivening the Shakti energy and bringing it up the spine to the heart and to the third eye. And now from the third eye, we connect to a heart. So take your arms out in front. Bring your index fingers and thumbs together, creating a triangle at the height of your heart, and press your palms out in front. Now look through your triangle. And again, breath of fire here. Inhale. Hold the breath. Pull the pelvic floor up, chin to throat. Look to that triangle. Exhale. And again, deep inhale. Pelvic floor lock, chin lock. Exhale. Good. One more time. Stay strong. Pelvic floor lock. Pull the pelvic floor up, chin lock. Squeeze the energy between your fifth energy center and your base chakra. Good. Exhale, release. Release your arms. Good. Close your eyes. Notice. Uniting the heart to the third eye. Uniting devotion and love to cosmic wisdom. Wisdom is at the third eye, joining that with the heart, with devotion. Now bring your awareness with your eyes closed. Again, use your inner eyes to visualize the heart. Visualize your heart. Your heart is a golden lotus. And I'd like you to breathe in through your mouth as if you're breathing into the heart through your mouth. Breathe into your heart. Now hold the breath. Bring your forehead towards the floor as low as you can. Hold the breath. Do not breathe out. Slowly roll up. Hold the breath. Exhale. And we'll chant softly the bija sound for the heart. Yum. 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 And again, inhale through the mouth into the heart. Hold the breath. Bring the forehead, the third eye towards the earth. Hold the breath. Slowly roll up the spine. Hold the breath. Exhale. Gently chant yum. Yum. Feel the vibration of the seed sound of the heart. Yum. 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 Keep chanting yum, expanding the heart field, expanding your capacity to love, your capacity to not only give love, but to receive love, to receive this divine love, to receive the love of the Divine Mother that is always loving you. It has never stopped loving you. Good. And again, breathe in through the mouth into the heart. Hold the breath. Bring the forehead towards the earth. Hold your breath here. Slowly roll up the spine. Exhale. Breathe normally, gently chant. Yum. 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 Now bring your energy from your heart up to your third eye, coming into Sambhava Mudra. Lift the chin up. Roll the eyes up as if you're looking towards that third eye. So you have a little bit of a lifted gaze here, but the eyes remain closed. Really focusing into that third eye. This is where your wisdom resides, the cosmic, the entrance into cosmic wisdom, to access cosmic wisdom. We will inhale through the mouth as if you're breathing into your third eye. Hold the breath, bow forward, let the forehead kiss the earth, or let your head hang heavy. Hold the breath. I know this is difficult. Keep holding. Slowly roll your spine up. Exhale. We'll actually do it out loud first. Chant the bija sound for the third eye or the sixth sense. Om. 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 And again, breathing through an open mouth into your third eye. Hold the breath, bow forward, forehead to the earth. Slowly roll up. Exhale. Feel the bija sound for the third eye, the cosmic sound, the cosmic vibration. Om, either internally chanted or out loud if you like that vibration in your body. Om. 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 And again, breathe in through the open mouth into your third eye. Hold the breath, bow forward, let the forward kiss the earth. Slowly roll the spine up. Exhale. Om. 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 Bring your hands to the heart in Anjali Mudra. Allow the prefrontal cortex, the front of the brain, bow into the heart. As we unite cosmic wisdom with divine love seated at the heart. When those two merge, we begin to experience evolution, transformation, transcendence of self, coming more into alignment to your true nature, your Krishna self, your Christ self, your Buddha self, which is your birthright. Allowing yourself to birth yourself as a sovereign being. Giving you more access to the higher mind and getting out of the lower mind, which keeps us logged into the lower vibrations of the three-dimensional reality, which are fear, doubt, resentment, anger, self-hatred. When we tune into the heart and we access the higher mind, which is your cosmic wisdom, which is available to all, can we transcend the lower vibrations and we can rise above the lower fluctuations of self. We have the ability to come above the water and not be sucked under. We will chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Now I invite you to sing this, because singing is a devotional practice. This is awakening the bhakti within you. Bhakti means devotion, devoting as if you are singing to the Divine Mother, as if you're singing to your higher self, allowing your heart to well open with this deep, deep devotion and longing for her to come into your heart. Yeah, so sing with devotion. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Keep going at your own pace here. You can also internally chant this. We'll do this 9 more times. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 I invite you to continue to chant this internally. You don't have to sing it. You can just say the words Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And you can use your japa mala if you enjoy that. And allow yourself to go into a deep, deep meditative state, allowing you to receive the grace that's always there, tapping into this grace of receiving this higher love, to receive the higher teachings that are always available to us if we open the door, if we truly believe in our higher self and that we have access to this. So go ahead. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Continue at your own pace internally. Now slowly drop the mantra. If you're holding onto your mala, gently allow your mala to drop beside you. You let your hands go onto your thighs and just gently move your hands up and down your legs. Let your body sway a little bit forward and back, awakening the body again. Slowly bringing yourself back from your meditative state. Allow a little bit of light to enter the eyes and begin to flutter them a little bit more open. Good. And before we close our meditation practice, I'd like to add that Krishna is the main character in the Bhagavad Gita, and Arjuna is the soldier who is about to go to war. And of course, this is not a real war, but this signifies the war, that the little inner struggles that we have. This is what it signifies. It's his own inner struggle. The struggle of the three-dimensional reality, what it's asking from him, and then what his higher self is saying. And then the higher self is basically Krishna. And in the first chapter, Arjuna is the one that's talking to himself, figuring things out. He doesn't really want to go to war, but he has to. And what it means is we have to fight our lower tendencies. We have to be courageous and we have to move through it. We can't circumvent and bowing out and pretending it's not there. So we have to be the fighter and to move through all these uncomfortable emotions and feelings. And that's basically what the whole book is about, all these verses about him asking these deeper questions, Arjuna. And finally, he's at his wit's end. He falls to the floor. He's over his chariot, and the chariot is his little vehicle, which is his body, but also his higher self body. And then he basically asks God to help him, or Krishna to help him. And then Krishna talks to him and gives him all the wisdom. So we have to ask for guidance to come in for ourselves. If you feel down, you can't sometimes figure it out on your own. Sometimes you have to get to that point where you say, show me the way. Show me how to move through this. Give me the strength. Show me what that looks like. So in other words, once you come to that understanding that life is not happening to you, and not only is it happening for you, but it's happening through you, that you are a conduit for your higher self to come out into this embodiment in this three-dimensional reality. And we got a really nice card. I'll come a little bit closer. I picked a card this morning after my little meditation, and it's a very small quote that I'll share here, but we got the card, and I thought it was very fitting. Enter the Garden of Delights. Enter the Garden of Delights by Rumi. So it's a garden. And basically he is saying, you've been through much death, dear one, around you, within you. So death meaning here endings, or the way that things were the way they were normally, right? So the ending of something is also death. You've known this dark angel. That is why you're so full of life. Your attempts to stay as you've been, to render something in your life immobile or impervious to change have failed. But let us celebrate. There is no delight in frozen moments long since past. Why try to feast upon such food? It will not nourish you anywhere near as deeply and fully as fresh from the oven morsels of life. Come, let us taste all that is on offer. We'll drink heavily and sate our deepest thirst. Let us enjoy the richness of the meal in gratitude for its preparation and awe at the skill involved in such masterful creation. Do not let the memory of death starve you of your participation in life. Do you hold on still to that which is past? I will soothe you with a loving touch upon your back, and yet gently I will turn your head to the right and urge you to see the rising sun. Your life is blessed, you see. I want you to know this now. I want you to accept this now. Let those horrors of the past be gone. They are no more than phantoms. The garden is here now, to be touched, tasted, seen, heard, felt, inhaled, and loved. And this oracle comes to you with a message. A new day is dawning for you. This is a time when the past will very soon cease to have any hold over you. Celebration is imminent. You're invited into the golden light of divine plenty. Put your worries behind you now and step into your divine inheritance, where all is sorted according to kindness and grace. So all we have to do is turn and look the right way and not hold on to the past. And the chariot of Krishna and Arjuna standing side by side, and he's holding on to the reins of 5 horses. So it's very symbolic because the 5 horses signify our 5 senses. So we have to refine our 5 senses. We have to have good boundaries, what we allow into our senses. Because if we indulge in the senses, we can also be pulled into a lower way of being. So it's about reining in our 5 senses, being able to control them by going inward. It's also the 5 energy centers along the spine. It's also the 5 layers of self, yeah? The physical body, the breath body, the mental body, the wisdom body, and then ultimately your peace, your blissful body. And it's also the 5 elements of earth, water, fire, air, and space, being to control all those elements in our life. So it's very symbolic. So let's finish with an Om. Let's bring our hands together. Let's take a deep inhale to our heart. Sigh it out. Let's inhale to chant. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste, everybody.